What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video. Today, we're going to be breaking down the FDMG scam, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on how I believe Umar will extend this scam for the next 5 to 10 years. Before I give you that, I want to play this quick video because it kind of lays the groundwork for one of my theories.
Going over school discipline procedure protocol process for regular ed students and special ed students. Y'all want me to go back to law school? I got accepted to law school about 10 years ago and I turned it down because I was still working on my doctorate. I got accepted to a small law school in Florida, Central.
Like I said, just to give a little context, this video is about 5 to 6 years old. Like I said, I believe this video was made right before he acquired the FDMG abandoned buildings.
Florida, and I turned it down because I was working on my internship for my doctorate in clinical psychology, which I have. If I could do it over, brother and sisters, I would have dropped out of that doctorate program and I should have went to law school. I made a big mistake. I made a big mistake. If I do go back to law school, y'all gonna pay for it because I'm not taking out no more loans. Y'all hear me? If I get accepted to a law school, are y'all willing to raise the money for me to go? Because law school is that's going to be about a $300,000 investment. Would y'all raise the money for me to be educated at law?
So roughly about 5, 6 years ago, Umar Johnson was kind of throwing out the idea. Honestly, I think he was trying to test the temperature of his supporters to see if they were going to go for this. Because I believe at this time he did not have the school, or he just acquired the school, somewhere around that time frame. So it wouldn't make any sense for anyone to believe if you're trying to open up a school, why would you be trying to go back to law school? Because that's going to require a lot of time. It's going to be a big time commitment.
Law school so I can come and fight for your children. Okay? If y'all would raise the money, I would do it, but I'm not paying for it. I've been struggling for our children for 20 years. If y'all going to pay for it so I can help fight for y'all even more, I'll go. But if y'all not going to pay for it, I'm not going.
So you see, this is a common theme with Umar. He loves trying to live off the people, live off donations. This man really doesn't really want to work a job. Like I said, this whole FDMG scam, that's why it's been going on for 10 plus years. But I wanted to play that video just to give you a little context. Now I'm going to give you, I have two theories, I believe, how Umar is going to extend this FDMG scam for the next 5 to 10 years. I'll start with the first one. I think the likelihood of this one is, I say about 40 to 50%. But the second theory I'm going to give you, that's what I strongly believe somewhere along those lines what Umar is going to plan to do. So my first theory is this. I believe Umar is going to, like I said, he's done some minor renovations to this building, not too many. I believe that he may try to ultimately sell this building, maybe make a profit, you know. I mean, it is, I guess, I'm not sure about the economic development in that area. I mean, I don't know if that's an area, where gentrification is taking place. I don't know how, if developers are looking, to turn that area around. But now we know it's an impoverished area. But like I said, my first theory is I believe Umar may potentially try to sell this FDMG abandoned buildings maybe to another developer, and they turn it into some type of apartment complexes, luxury apartments, whatever. And he may do that and try to float this idea that he's going to buy another school somewhere else and extend the school scam another 5 to 10 years that way. The only thing about that is, even if he sold the school, like I said, eventually the word would get out and his supporters would start to question when will he be buying another school. So I don't think that's a strong possibility of that happening. Now, my second theory is this. I believe that Umar is going to, within the next couple of months, apply for the certificate of occupancy for these buildings. As we all know, these buildings are in no way, shape, or form in any condition to pass code. Umar knows that. I mean, anybody with a IQ above room temperature understands that. But what he's going to try to get his supporters to believe is that the city of Wilmington is trying to sabotage him. As we all know, Umar in his mind believes that people are always trying to sabotage him. If it's people dumping trash out the school, he believes homeless people are intentionally dumping, trash and leaving their belongings behind intentionally outside these abandoned buildings. When that really doesn't make sense. It's an abandoned building. It's been abandoned for, I mean, what, at least a half a decade in an impoverished area. So you have homeless people sleeping out there. It's nothing intentional. It's just they look at it as this is their home. But anyway, Umar is going to get his followers to believe that the city of Wilmington is purposely trying to block him opening this FDMG by not approving his certificate of occupancy. This is what he's going to throw out to his supporters. We all know his supporters believe anything he tells them, hook, line, and sinker. So he's gonna float this idea to his supporters, and then get them to believe that he needs legal counsel to fight this. He's going to say he's not going to take this laying down. This is unjust. He's willing to fight this to the bitter end. Like I said, this is my theory on how he will extend this scam another 5 to 10 years. He's going to ask his supporters one of two things. One, he's going to ask his supporters to raise money so he can retain a lawyer to fight this. Or two, he's going to ask money for his lawyers to send him to law school. As you see in this video from about 5 to 6 years ago, he already had that idea. I think he still has this in his back pocket, and we will see this come to fruition in the near future. So I believe Umar will try to convince his supporters to send him back to law school. And like I said, he's going to try to raise about $250,000 to $300,000 for this endeavor. As we all know, with legal litigation, this thing can take years for any type of findings. It's a long, arduous process when you deal with something like this, especially you're trying to prove like some type of discrimination. So I believe this is how Umar will extend this FDMG scam another 5 to 10 years. Like I say, he's going to try to get his supporters to pay for him to go to law school, like he previously floated that idea several years ago. He's going to tell them like this is unjust, this is unconstitutional, and he's going to honestly. I also think he's going to try to pitch the idea that this is going to be a cheaper route than him hiring an attorney, hiring an attorney that's just going to milk his pockets. He's going to say, "I'd rather go, brothers and sisters, and do it myself. I want to do the work myself." This is the angle. And this is the pitch he's going to throw at his supporters, and this is the way he's going to be able to keep money coming in, because he's going to be living off these donation money for law school, and this way he'll be able to continue this FDMG scam for another 5 to 10 years. And like I said, ultimately Umar's goal is he does not want to work. He's a bum. He wants to live off his supporters, and I believe by doing this, this will be Umar's next play. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what your theory is. Drop your theory in the comments below on how do you think Umar Johnson will extend this FDMG scam. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.